Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bridgewater on first down. Flushed out right. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he's got his tight end, Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Flush to his right. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. First down, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Prescott from the gun. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. On the move to his left. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. That's out to the flat for Gordon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. First down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play, because you're exactly right.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, I frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater flushed out right. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he's giving his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Broncos. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the rookie, Kapboichris1's. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A first down carry by Elliott. He finds some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Open space inside the 10. That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch 18. 18's the mark. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Bridgewater again. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe when... And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3. A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 84 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 30. 10, 5. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On play action, Prescott. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw is Bridgewater.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. 4th down, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Prescott looks to throw on first. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater finding Sutton. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. trying to run for it with Pollard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.